All right, thank you all for attending the High Priority Perinatal Group meeting today. Today's focus is on Sandra Smith, who is a 19-year-old woman. She's 37 weeks pregnant with her first child. She has a history of substance abuse, specifically alcohol and heroin. She is currently living with her boyfriend, who has a history of domestic violence. Their living situation is less than ideal. Their landlord is in the process of evicting them, and all of their utilities have been shut off. So the reason we're meeting today is to discuss the resources available to Sandra that can help improve the situation and help create a healthy environment for her and her baby.
Well, first of all, I think we need to think holistically with this one.
Definitely.
You know what it reminds me of? This totally reminds me of the Florence Nightingale theory of nursing.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think we should take it back to basics, focus on Florence Nightingale's environmental theory, where she looked at the relationships between environment and health.
Totally.
Yeah.
What would Florence do?
What you doing?
I'm just theorizing.
What about?
Well, to provide optimal nursing care, we need to consider the environment and the person. The environment plays a large role in health. It is our goal as nurses to provide the best possible environmental conditions. Then nature can act to cure the body. And then it can also heal itself. We must be able to alter a patient's environment to improve their health and ultimately the health of society. People are holistic beings. Their health is composed of much more than their status of their disease. There are biological, psychological, and spiritual components to a person's health. This makes me think back to the Crimean War.
Help!
Florence Nightingale's model for nursing practice involves observation.
Your wound, it's full of dirt, and your clothes, they're all damp.
Identification of the needed environmental alteration.
We need to make sure this wound is always clean, and we have to get you some dry clothes.
Implementation of the alteration.
We need to clean this with aseptic technique. And I'll go get you some dry clothes.
Identification of the current health status.
How are you feeling?
I'm feeling great, so much better. My body now has the tools to heal itself. Thanks, Nurse Nightingale.
What you're saying is it's the nurse's role to adapt the environment to allow for the patient to heal using a natural process?
And unsanitary conditions lead to disease?
So it's our fault that our patient is cold, has a fever, feels sick, and has bed sores?
That's right. The environment was not altered appropriately to allow nature to act. Always remember the 6 D's of disease. Dirt, drink, diet, damp, draft, and drains.
Wow, Florence, that really does make sense.
Whoa. How is Florence Nightingale relevant to our nursing practice today?
Are you kidding me? She looked at the person. We're going to be empowering these nurses so they can empower their clients, and it's going to promote the health of the community. There's the health, there's going to be access to all these resources for these women to overcome addictions, and that way we can focus on the person and not the illness. And then there's the nursing. We can assist to place the clients in the best possible condition for nature to act.
Totally. I think this definitely directly relates to Sandra's case. We need to, as nurses, we need to empower her and help her find resources that are going to alter her environment to ultimately change her quality of life for herself and her baby.
Okay, but
Just listen! You guys, ladies, Come on, we don't need to get into argument here. What we need to do is we need to test this theory.
Well, according to my background in research, we can test this theory. You see, the environmental theory comes from an empiricist perspective, which means we could test it in a way that we could reproduce a quantitative method. You know, we can do it over and over, get the same results. We've got numbers. We can do it by experimental design. So we could use the hypothetico-deductive method, which is basically testing a hypothesis using an experiment. We could do an experiment that tests cause and effect. We could change things in the environment and see how it helps our health.
All right, well, I guess Florence is still relevant.
I think Florence brought a lot of insight and knowledge into nursing. Man, I wish she was here today.